Your ballad was of the highest performance. The best I have heard for a few winters now. And clearly, though, from the heart.
I thank you. Kind words.
Never apologize as a bard or a skald. We are here to observe and at times say things that others will not. Even do things that others will not.
It's a marvelous ballad indeed. Right, Victor? Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess then on to the matter at hand.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed, does prove interesting that the heroes of Brevoy should take an interest in what the Rostovian sword lords do here.
Not that unusual, perhaps. The king has asked us if we will travel south and perhaps by doing so and with tales of our challenges and our victories, we would inspire those here in the south to remember that we are one kingdom, are we not? Both Isia and what was Rothland are no more. We are now Blevoy.
Indeed, we are. Yet not all
there
see it
are
that way.
Other things that we should focus our efforts upon as opposed to dreams of the past. How many good halfling and great bard are haunted by the past? How many in the city of Lestov, for example? Or New
Too many.
Steven? And he looks at Pal Balog. It is not something that is unique to those who would wish for Roslan to rise again. But the heroes exist to represent a symbol of courage, but also of unity, of purpose, unity of Brevoy. You will know, good Julian, of the histories of strife, of war, and one needs only look past our borders south to Galt to see what happens when a nation tears itself apart.
Aye. It is not I who seeks to incite such war. And quite the opposite, in fact. I have always counselled against weakening one's own position in favour of petty squabbles.
Good. Then we are in one mind. And I have promised to the king that the heroes will winter in Lestov, but there are other matters now we have arrived that need inquiry. And for this, I would appreciate the help of those here who seem capable.
You,
For example, good bard and friend to House Vasily, I would know more of the settlements that the sword lords have founded. There is one south from here, across that bridge and past those gates. Eric and Pal would have us take our followers there. But Janice and I fear that to do so may lead to unnecessary conflict and misunderstanding. But these settlements must be reminded where their loyalty lies, which is to the Clown of Brevoy. Lest the Clown mistakes them for those with Rustland rings.
They hold feudalage to the lords of to the sword lords. These new settlements.
Well then,
What they
come. We have food, we have wine, we have mead, we have ale. Unless you have another pressing concern, good Julian, perhaps you can share with us these settlements and which of the sword lords have sponsored them.
Quickly out of character, because this would be I don't know enough about the other sword lord houses to potentially turn the heroes of Brevoy against the enemies of the rival houses of Viserys.
Well, essentially, we were funded by the Darrow family.
Yeah, the Darrow, yes, I know.
But technically, there's nothing saying that we owe allegiance to anyone other than Von Witt, the Von Witt family in Daggermark.
Daggermark being in
River Kingdom, way to the
to the west.
The west, yeah. So, really, you could color this settlement's allegiances several ways, depending on what you sought to do. We haven't there haven't been any like swearing fealty things. This appears to be a trading post.
Right, back into character.
Okay.
I have only been peripherically visited one of these new settled. Be generous at this time. They seem to have rather mixed set of patrons, so to speak. Ah, yes, one of theirs is a sword lord house in Rostov, but it is not their only source of support, so to speak.
And what of the settlement to the south?
That one is... Little is known to me of it beyond its simple existence. My presence here has more to do with the Viserys showing interest in what their fellow, your presence, having attracted not a small amount of attention.
Yes, it is hard for us to travel with any subtlety.
Well, yes, you tend to.
But I must thank good Pascal. That was, again, a very good song. Janus, we are spoiled by the quality of bardsmanship here in the south. Come more often. So, to business then. And would the Vasari family know of the whereabouts, say, of Lucio Dello?
Ah, Lucio. What character he has always been. Unfortunately, while we have communicated with his brother, Lord Dero, not even he knows of his current whereabouts. As to what they were doing, what Lucio Dero was doing, well...
He had a reputation to be something of a fool and an embarrassment for his brother.
Every family has black sheep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Deros have been cursed with one who is quite prominent.
He certainly has got the clown excited in what he has done, although the details shared with us were scant. Perhaps you, good Julian, know why the clown would be so anxious to speak to good Lucio.
Speak? Say, considering the reward that has been put out for his death or capture, both bringing out the same reward.
Now, this is a fair point. So, to put it simply, why then, good Julian, do you think the clown is so keen to pursue this slow brother of the treasurer of the Sword Lords?
That is what I'm trying to figure out myself.
Well, then perhaps nothing is easier, Janos, than what we discussed. For we, as the heroes of Brevoy, have certain duties. I have made as has Janos made certain promises to the king. But we cannot turn a blind eye to things such as this Lucio and these settlements, for were we to do so, then questions would be asked. But if I were able to reassure the clown and the clowns, those close to the clown, that these matters were in hand, then there would be no need for Janus and I to take our followers, say, across the bridge, or perhaps further west to another settlement.
So what would you need for this reassurances to the crown?
Well, I was... now you must be familiar, are you not, with how the dead sometimes have the power to make the living swear an oath that binds?
Out of character? The fuck are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. I'm not well versed enough in
Dice.
the. Yes.
Are we talking about the spell that makes people do things? Because I know all about spells. So
We're talking about the spell that inflicts serious penalties
Yeah,
if you don't do
so-
what the caster wanted.
yeah, if they give you a certain task, and if you don't do it every day that you don't actively try to complete this, then you get penalties. It's not something that makes you do something. It's a do it or you're probably gonna die.
You were talking. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Just found it and Pathfinder thingy. Jesus. You would have me affect a Geas.
Of a kind, yes. As you know, the Tails can have and weave their own power. And were you two and those who would no doubt aid you to agree to such an oath, then I in return would agree to an oath, such as not the heroes not needing to go to these other places or search this Lucio Dero, and to a reward which I will arrange in the spring, for you will need time, I suspect, to fulfill this oath, which is autumn is traveling fast, and soon it will be winter. I do not wish to be searching for this Lucio Dello or going to these settlements in the winter. And the king has, I have already given an oath that commits me to rest off for the winter. But come the spring, I have made it clear to the king that the heroes have less political business, shall we say, elsewhere. The task of being heroes, after all. And therefore, at this point, I will be free from that oath and will be looking to leave these lands with my companions. Should you be able to prove that you have done what you can to fulfill your oath, then I am happy to reward you for the convenience, if nothing else. And if you have located this Lucio Dero, then I have some influence, and I could probably use this to ensure that you received an appropriate reward.
And so, what would
Sure, we want to keep this guy around.
what would the Geas entail? What would the contract itself entail?
That you would do one of three things. Either, so I will give you a choice. I will not even tell you what you must do, but I will give you three things and you must choose at least one. You must swear an oath that you will do at least one of these. If you choose to do the others and you have the gifts and the insight to do them by the spring, then may the gods bless you for this. But for me, I simply need to be able to give reassurance. You understand?
Aye.
So, either come the spring and we return here, you bring either Lucio Darrow alive or maybe less so. Both may be good. But a body would be good, as I have some questions for this man. Or
Oh, good old necromancy.
or you travel to these settlements and you remind them of their loyalty and ensure they pay the new loyalty tax, of which I am sure I can arrange a suitable portion for your troubles. Or there is another thing, which is to south from here and east. This may be more dangerous, but it is important. And though I do not expect you to choose this option, it would be acceptable for me if you did. You understand?
What lies
So I
south
ask
and
you
east?
3 things, and you only need to fulfill one of them.
Hello, Cam.
Good. What is this? Why are we leaving such things to these questionable strangers? This was uttered by Eric Vass. I am glad that you have spoken, Eric, and I agree. I wonder whether or not those we must speak to would be reassured if we simply said that strangers would do these things. Which is why, Eric, I have agreed with Janos that you and him will accompany them in fulfilling this oath. What? Well, of course, Eric. As you said, they are questionable strangers, and therefore maybe not to be trusted. Hmm? Ha 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 ha! Comes from Palbalog. You tricked me! Yes, Eric, I did trick you. Eventually, you will get used to this, I am sure. May you burn in hell! And with a clap and a puff of smoke, Eric, the flame of Isia disappears. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I apologize for my companion Eric. He is much like fire. He is ever burning and looking for new fuel. But yes, as part of this, then obviously we will not abandon you. So Janus and Eric will accompany you. So that the burden is not yours alone to carry. And they too will swear the oath. The oath will include mutual protection for all those who speak of the oath. That means that Janus and Eric do not have to worry so much about anxious daggers, shall we say, and perhaps you worry less about Eric seeing you as his latest fuel. Is that acceptable?
That does indeed seem acceptable. What lies to the south that you are so interested in? You never mentioned.
Whispers, hints of ancient things forgotten. Call it an old skull's curiosity, good Julian. Were it not for the oath I have given already to my king, we would be traveling south and east. But good Zalan has given his word, and as such it must be fulfilled. But understand, though, good Julian, should you choose to fulfill the oath in this way, it will be dangerous for you.
No, I expect as much. I was simply curious as to how this played in with the oath you had made to the royalty of Brevoy.
My oath is regarding Restov. I would rather give good answers to questions that may come our way. But if old anxieties can be alleviated, I am happy to take the questions for knowing that these things are being looked at will give Zelandzouki more peaceful.
Well, it seems if I wish to preserve these settlements from the burden of your followers, I'm left with little choice but to accept the geas.
And what of the rest of you?
Victor has no knowledge of sword lords and kings. He is a simple man. He worked for pay, adventure into dungeon, kill a monster, get paid. All good around adventure, eh?
That is true. Are there any more? What of you, hungry children?
Well, you are forgetting one thing, Victor.
Well, Janus, with these two going, you will hardly miss me, huh? Though perhaps, good Julian, a change in song next time, hmm?
It was merely as much to gauge your reaction to it as it was for the song itself.
Aye. And what are these your bodyguards that House Vasily has provided you? Will they accompany you too? Or do they have a voice of their own?
Bellario is directly tied to House Vaseri and whatever, and we both hold similar points of view. Hastus's ties to me, however, are somewhat more complicated, and very much he is able to, if he wishes, just leave.
In which case, Hastus, will you swear the oath and therefore the chance of reward?
Astus thinks. I only have one question. And Julian has pressed it before, I believe. This third option to the south. What is it?
The worries of an old cow, good husband. And in all likelihood,
Do the companions you'll
there
be sending
are,
along with us?
there are whispers amongst the spirits of the fallen that there is a place that is attracting spirits to journey there as opposed to the Lady of the Graves. Such a thing is maybe nothing, maybe something. But I have heard enough whispers that, as I said, were it not for my oath, then the heroes of Brevoy would go to investigate.
I will swear.
Sounds quite dangerous.
So, as I said, the oath will give you a choice. You can choose which of the three you wish to fulfill, and then at least either I have good stories to tell, or the worries of an old scarred can be soothed. But you do not have to decide now. How you fulfill the oath, that is your choice. But understand, you must fulfill it. For if you do not, then the fates will press down upon you. This is not no small matter. If you swear, you are bound to your word. Am I clear?
Crystal.
Good. Then, good Hastus, will you swear with the chance of reward or not?
So I shall.
Good. There, Janos. Was that not easier than you feared? Hmm? Janos nods, and raises his tankard in the direction of you, Julian, seeming pleased.
I return the raised tankard. And say, all for the good of Brevoy.
All for the good of Brevoy, indeed. So, spirited.
I do have a question. A name passed by me out of curiosity. Yasin. Anyone hear of him?
I know of a Yasin, Asta says.
Oh, Yasin.
Yes. Yes. Someone asked me to ask about name Yasin, so I ask about name Yasin.
Can I sense more of this guy? Oh wait, no, never mind. On the other side of the inn, eating. I'm getting absolutely none of this. Possibly staring wondrously at Eric Vass, hoping he does fire stuff. I don't know.
I will do both.
I know of no. Yasin, of you, Janos?
Masters
Jesus,
did pretty well.
Yeah, you did. I did pretty terribly.
Oh,
I mean, he's not telling everything about why he's asked to, like, to find out about Yasin, but it's pretty much just saying everything without saying everything. It's like, I was asked to ask about Yasin, and I'm asking about Yasin. That's it. That's basically how he's saying it, but he's not saying literally every detail.
no, good Zalan, I know too. No, Yasin. I think it is a common name, though. Perhaps this Yasin had a family name?
Yes, Orlovsky. That is the one I knew.
Yes.
The room goes very still.
No. You might know where he is now, perhaps?
Ricky getting the tone of the room slightly better than Styx. And also hearing this entire thing because perception.
Astus just scans
Oh.
the room, the faces of the people who aren't from his entourage.
Pal Balog just took a couple of strides forward.
What's
Jan-
wrong? Sorry, I rolled.
Janus is looking at
rolled the wrong character.
Zalan.
That's my perception check. I rolled the wrong character, sorry.
Right.
Well,
Then, Janus, perhaps this name, this would potentially be the same as the Yasin Orlovsky who is missing from the north of Blivoy. He has not been seen by the Orlovsky family, we have heard, for many moons. His whereabouts would be of interest to us. If you know where he is, noble Hastus, then this would be of value.
I'm afraid I do not. He disappeared into the wilds not too long ago.
Oh,
By not too
Well
long,
then.
several months.
Oh, okay.
Well then, Janus, this is not what we discussed, but perhaps if I can suggest. So maybe, as I think for the crown, knowledge of this Yasinoloski is as important as Luciodello. Then I give you another way of fulfilling your oath. If you can, as with Luciodello, either bring this Yasinoloski here alive, or his body, then you will have fulfilled your oath. Is that acceptable? Good, Hastus? Hmm? Remember, you choose which one you fulfill.
So I do remember. It is acceptable.
Excellent.
He just kind of shrugs.
Fair enough.
So, Julian of the Ballads, Pascal of the Song, Victor of Appetite, Noble,
Quite.
Noble Hastus, Honorable Bellario, and Lucky Dixon Licky.
I'm sorry, what?
I bind you to your word, which is now your bond.
Do I get a will save?
You will, by the spring when we next meet, you will have fulfilled the terms against one of 4 tasks. You will either bring here or the body, alive or otherwise, of Lucio Dello, the body, alive or otherwise, of Yasin Orlovsky. You will either visit the new settlements that have been created by the Sword Lords and collect the loyalty tax, or you will investigate what is attracting the spirits south and east from here. You so swear?
I so swear.
I so swear.
I suppose. I mean, I so swear. I so swear.
We were just here for the food.
Swear, goddammit.
Do not ask child to swear. It is not.
Do
It
not,
is
do
not.
not be bashful. Do not be bashful, Styx and Licky. I think that your companions would benefit greatly from your natural gifts, no?
And
If not
Not know that
necessarily
these
from
children
your...
had natural gift at swearing.
we're not really good at anything. They could vouch
No.
for that. Just ask them. We're really bad at everything. Would probably just slow them down.
Well, at least they're not good at swearing. That is important.
If you swear, then perhaps I will not share your similarities to other children.
Who's got you there?
Victor just looks confused.
Notices that kind of pal
Good to
balog
teach.
I'm going to.
Alan and kind of
Styx is going to nod and then nod to his brother and say, "I swear," and then try to change his voice slightly to sound like his brother and say it in that voice.
Okay. Do you have a before some
I have
suitable...
disguise.
Yeah,
It would
okay.
be
But you okay, so pick a skill that you think might be suitable for what you've just described and roll.
And what did I roll? I can't see yet. I'm gonna roll again.
Okay, you can roll again.
Should I push my luck and roll one more
Modest.
time? Oh.
Good. So all of you have so sworn, and I think this is what we discussed last night. No, pal and Janos. We, pal, will go to Restov with our followings. And Janos, you and Eric, once you have come down, will swear the oath. And accompany these honorary heroes of Brivoy. Hmm? I agree, good Zalan, that this is what we agreed, though you know that my preference is to visit the settlement. I have nothing against what the Sword Lords have done, though I find it interesting that they managed to find the coin to do this, but not pay the loyalty tax. Perhaps this is why that Mario Dello makes such a show of his empty pocket. But this is my preference, as you know. But you have given us a choice. I will discuss it with good Julian here and the others. And we will meet you in the spring. Good. Then it is agreed. He stands up. He kind of stretches and there's lots of cracking of muscles. Now. Yes, one thing I forgot to add to the oath, but it is a simple thing to remedy. Those of you who are bound by the oath, you must also swear that you will not attempt to harm those who have also sworn the oath. as Janos and Eric will. As they will be bound, so will you, and then therefore there will be a position for trust amongst yourselves. This is acceptable, no?
Indeed.
Quite.
Yeah, I not
I
want to harm
hereby
them.
swear.
Makes no sense.
So this is what it feels to be a hero, eh?
Eternal oaths.
No, this is what it feel to be like starting adventurer.
Right. And now I must speak with my friends alone. You may, of course, take what more you wish, but we need the inn now to be empty.
If I may, I would like to be witness to them swearing the oath.
Mm. Eric is not here, but I will perhaps provide an alternative. I swear an oath that I will have both of them swear this oath, or let the gods crack my lyre and know my word to be false. Is this acceptable for you, good Julian?
I believe so.
I look forward to the spring when things will be more relaxed and each of us can play to the other in turn. We may invite perhaps one or two nobles, perhaps your lord, Julian, could be here, and we will perform for him. Many barrels will be drunk that night.
Many, indeed. Yeah, I bid myself. I bid him farewell.
Are the rest of you leaving? I presume the halflings are stocking up.
Yeah,
Again.
I'll take a little bit of food to go, and yeah.
There is like enough food here to feed 50 people. So.
What do you mean, some food?
Yeah, it takes a good bit.
Sticks and Ricky's clothing
bit,
is like
sure.
stuffed with like different chickens and rabbits.
Okay. I mean, there's food here you have never all of you will never have seen before. Maybe food you've heard exists.
Also, that platypus fruit. I'm gonna have some of that.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like there are dishes from all over the inner seas.
Estes will take whatever looks interesting. Especially the fruits. It's hard to get good fruit out here.
Good luck finding any leftover platypus fruit.
Okay.
Platypus fruit?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what he's been saying.
that's what you're saying.
It might just actually be apples, but they don't know that.
Right, guys. Quick question. Okay, are any of you currently poisoned or diseased?
Not that what I know of. Although
Well-
Estes might have caught something from...
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm hoping that we didn't get poisoned by the food.
No, that's fine. So, all poison and diseases are removed.
take some of this to.
How fitting that the heroes of Breville give us a hero's feast.
Please all have 20 temporary hit points,
Oh.
and
Oh my.
you all feel fantastic.
Ooh my.
Oh yeah, I feel really fantastic, Styx says as he's weighed down by the weight of all the food he's carrying.
Sticks the heavily encumbered.
Indeed, Styx.
What
the
is a
heavy hammer.
15-foot move speed, heavily encumbered? What is that speed?
5.
Yeah.
5.
Nasili. Obviously, unfortunately, you probably chose not to join.
Oh yeah, there's no way I'm swearing that oath. I have other things to do.
Yeah, you've got your own shit to deal with. But you did, from your position, you would have pretty much been able to overhear that pretty easily.
Yeah.
There is a
I
knock
clearly
on the
missed something because last time you guys were running away from these guys. I overnapped. It was very bad of me.
door. No, it's fine. I guess it's happening.